Friday, March 8th, 2024. Written by Persis Luke. When I read these passages, a few elements and challenges of living a faithful life came to me. I am reminded that God's love can redeem and heal us from our troubles and sorrows, that living in Christ promises redemption, and through faith that justice will come to fruition. I am on the other side of 60 years, so I've been on this faith journey for a while. I came out at the age of 30 and met my wife at the age of 35. We have been together for 30 years. I grew up in a Presbyterian church that was on the progressive side in the 1960s, and was adept at openly and faithfully exploring the social justice movements of the time, the civil rights movement, the Vietnam War, and even the emerging feminist movement. But the issue of justice for non-conforming or LGBTQ+ persons was non-existent. I loved my church community and participated in youth choir and youth group. It balanced the chaos that was happening at home. When I came out many years later, I was a member of a Presbyterian church in Brooklyn, New York. It was during the late 80s and early 90s, and there was a lot of passion and sometimes acrimony over the questions of accepting gay people into the life of the church. Many members still felt that same-gender relationships were an abomination. This was so hurtful to me, since the church, up until that time, had only offered a loving community. I thought about leaving the church altogether, but then I met another seeker at my church, a gay man. We met and shared our grief. Out of the sharing of grief and our desire to remain faithful, we persevered and gave each other the strength to enter discussions with others. Our pastor was supportive, but not wholeheartedly affirming, which added to our grief. After much prayer, I made a conscious decision to not give up and to not throw the baby out with the bathwater. I stayed in the church and got involved in working with affirming organizations which were faithfully pushing for justice for LGBTQ+ rights within the church itself. This was the test in which I realized that faith is much bigger than the church. I maintained my faith in a loving God and a life in Christ. I came to believe that I am loved just as I am, and I believed that in time the church would come along, or not. But this did not have to impact my faith in a loving God. Today, my denomination ordains and marries LGBTQ+ persons, but this is a precarious position, and there are those that oppose this. I know that I must continue being faithful amid this doubt and sorrow. I have come to firmly believe that we are all children of God, and that we are loved unconditionally. I try to witness this for others. It's a wonderful journey. God will always love us out of trouble, sorrow, and doubt.